Hype, hype, hype! After years of waiting, we are finally getting Baki vs Yujiro. The strongest high schooler versus the strongest creature. Damn, I don't even want to waste any more time. Let's just get straight into it. I'm so hype. Yujiro and Stridum are talking about the fight with Baki, but Stridum starts to grow some balls. He's like, you know what, Yujiro, recently you've started to become a but Yujiro isn't having it. This is the strongest creature. He says, say that shit again. I dare you. I double dare you, nigga. Not a single army in the world can stop Yujiro Hanma, but even still, Baki wants to be the one to stop him. Baki's like, Chairman, please protect the civilians, cause what we're gonna do next is gonna cause chaos. The same way I would cause chaos if I ever got superpowers. I'd be Doflamingo up in this bitch. Hey, did he just say he is in love with his son? First his mom and now his dad, hey yo. He's testing Baki with a real knife. This isn't South London. Yujiro at one point was the target of everyone in the martial arts world, but then they realized they simply weren't built for it. He is just way too strong. Ain't no way my man taped his table together after last time. Broke ass They got the police protecting civilians from a father-son dinner. Yujiro trying to be a father is the funniest thing. Nigga trying to give him lessons in nutrition. He like, make sure to eat your broccolis, bro. Baki wants to ask Yujiro to wash the dishes like he's a You guys didn't hear it, so it's not sexist. Don't cancel me. Yujiro is menacing as fuck. They play rock, paper, scissors over the dishes, and Yujiro loses, but then he shows that scissors can cut through rock. Yujiro steps outside, and the officers start freaking out just like a Bleach fan would if they mess with that one Yurichi scene. He really thought a riot shield could protect him from the ogre. What is Blood thinking? Yujiro invited Baki out, and he's rich as hell, but he doesn't put Baki on. Baki be staying broke while my man's living in this luxury hotel. Yujiro wearing a suit makes me so uncomfortable. Yujiro's like, look at my son. Baki the dripless. At least wear a suit, nigga. And Baki's like, because my dad didn't teach me shit. I didn't know how to dress. I didn't know how to be a gentleman. I didn't know proper manners. You only told me how to be strong. I never thought I'd be watching Baki and seeing the strongest creature teach his son how to eat properly with manners at a posh restaurant. Baki asks Yujiro why he killed his mother, and Yujiro is genuinely angry. I don't think I've ever seen him this way. Bro, Baki's asking for it. He grabs his coat. The entire building is shaking, but Yujiro stops it and throws Baki into a chair like he's a newborn baby. Yujiro is the original alpha male. He spanks Baki. This isn't even a fight yet. Yujiro is just punishing his child. He like, my bad for disturbing you guys. I'm just punishing my bad behaved son. Like he didn't just kick him through a literal wall. Baki really tried to sneak this, man. Me jumping out the window of bro after he chose to only watch the One Piece live action and not the anime. Baki's like, what the hell? This nigga crazy. He trying to do a murder-suicide. He survived the fall and he still has Baki in his hands. Tossed Baki away like he's a used condom. Baki's like, please dad, I can't move, help. And when Yujiro picks him up, he gives him the hardest slap I have ever seen. And I have African parents. But Baki knows he fucked up. That didn't hurt Yujiro, that only pissed him off. Yujiro heads back, but it sends Baki flying. The police try to stop the fight, but Yujiro has the same face as me when I see it jiggling and vibrating. These niggas had the dash. They're like, we ain't get paid enough for this. Me when bro says it's gonna be at the anime convention. He's pinching his cheek. This father-son relationship weird as hell. OnlyFans girls getting ready to sell their feet pics. Yujiro's like, damn. You are so predictable, and then he knocks him out, slumps him over. You see, there's JoJo poses, and then there's Baki poses. What is Yujiro doing? Yujiro's like, I'm gonna hit you harder than a slave was ripped back in the day. And bro wasn't lying, goddamn. Me staring at bro after he shouted gyat. We were at a nursing home. Baki is in pure pain, but Yujiro ain't done yet. I keep telling you guys, this nigga a villain. He is smiling while his son is in the most despicable pain. Had bro literally running from these hands. Baki finally hits Yujiro for some get back, and Yujiro disperses the pain by spreading it out, but he looks like a freak. Baki is not playing. He finally gets into his stance. Yujiro's like, come on man, stop playing. Enough of this father-son bullshit. Whoever's left standing wins. Baki uses the cockroach tackle, which is literally faster than sound, and Yujiro just tanks it. The same way Rent-A-Girlfriend fans tank their bullies' punches. Yujiro gets kicked through multiple walls, but this sick bastard is enjoying it. Yujiro should be in the WWE with that suplex. Holy. Baki and Yujiro are living legends. Huge crowds of people gather to watch. Me looking at the angry mob outside my house when my search history gets leaked. It was shocking. All civilians are being notified about this fight. Yujiro's like, we should do this another day. And Baki the Savage is like, stage fright? Pussy you scared to lose in front of this crowd? Yujiro is pissed, but Baki hits him for a little free piece. And it was so fast the crowd couldn't even see it. Holy shit. The ogre is bleeding. He hits him with the cockroach tackle again and Yujiro's like, bro, you're fighting against the best and you use the same move twice? Hit him so hard it had the NPCs stressing because of how loud it was. Baki is getting decimated. Baki tries to get some get back, but Yujiro is blocking all of his attacks. It's low-key embarrassing. My face when she starts to tickle it. I've never felt the touch of a woman. Baki notices someone up on the roof of the building. He starts to use dino moves, and Yujiro is actually shocked. Pickle makes a return! My nigga. They said as a child, bro looks like a grown-ass man. Baki really do be strong though. He's pushing his dad back with his small-ass body. What is wrong with the chairman's face? What the hell? Yujiro claps so hard it causes a shockwave. The same way I want to clap Yamato's. I never thought I'd see the day. Baki knocks out Yujiro. Even if it was just for a second, that's crazy. But look how flexible that nigga is, god damn. Yujiro's like, I'm proud of you, son. Let me give you a pat on the head. And Baki starts crying, man, because his parents never acknowledged him. He's such a sad character. Love has been deprived from him all of his life. He dodges the pat because he wants to fight. He ain't on some sentimental shit. Yujiro grabs him and is like, you didn't want me to pat you on the head? But I want to pat you on the head, and I get whatever the fuck I want. This is true strength, to get whatever you want, but Baki is being humiliated. He's getting held like a baby. Baki tries to kick him, but Yujiro makes him kick his own head. And what is this vampire ass freak doing? Why are you eating the blood? The animation in Baki be goofy as hell. This is the type of beating I would give my son if he ever becomes one of those cringe anime fans. Pickle shows up, but he gets in the middle of their fight, so Baki knocks one of his teeth out. And Pickle, a literal caveman, realizes he's wrong, which is insane because some Boruto fans can't admit Boruto is not even close to being the best new gen. Baki goes sleep, and Yujiro is really gonna stomp on his own son's head. Yujiro is a menace. He just keeps flexing. He's gonna count down to 0, and when it hits 0, he's gonna hit Baki with a devastating blow. The punch hits, and I've never seen something like it. It's despicable. But Baki ain't done yet. Just like a Shanks fan, he is patient. Baki has the ogre in an arm hold. Even my main man Oliver is shocked. And Baki starts talking mad shit. He's like, is this all the strength the strongest creature has? So Yujiro punches into the ground so hard, he is able to flip Baki off of him. Only Yujiro could do that. Ew, that's nasty. Baki pissed himself. Just like me when I'm talking to the 10 out of 10 and I get a little nervous. This is literally me and bro trying to sync our emotes in the Fortnite lobby. Yujiro's like, my life has been so boring. No one can match me. I'm the best. Baki got hit by not 1, but 2 full power Yujiro attacks. I don't even know how he's alive. Yujiro is shocked and Baki looks behind him and Yujiro's dad has appeared. They used 1,000 tons of explosives on Yujiro, Yujiro's dad, and that didn't work, so they literally asked to nuke a single person. And when the boats were leaving, he gets into a boat with over 2,000 enemies. Yujiro's like, I don't even mess with my dad, fuck that guy. But he had one technique I liked. Of course, this sinister technique is something Yujiro liked. He is using his son as nunchucks. Everyone ran away because of the force Yujiro is letting out. He knocked over a car with his own son. Nah, that's ludicrous. He was making a doll while Yujiro was slamming his ass. Pause! Baki's demon brain is active, but some of you guys must have demon brains because some of the stuff I see you guys say on Twitter is crazy. Yujiro gets sent and he is actually hard bleeding. Baki is counter-attacking everything Yujiro throws at him. It's a hard beatdown. Yujiro finally respects him as a real handman now. Baki has that dog in him. He's like, so tell me, are you still feeling bored? Baki's girlfriend pulls up and they look like monsters. I swear all Yujiro talks to Baki's girlfriend about is clapping cheeks. Ain't no way he thanked Baki's girl for letting him hit. He hit him so hard it changed the animation. If Yujiro wasn't the strongest creature and Baki the strongest high schooler, then this would just be a normal father-son piggyback ride. Yujiro looks sad and he says, "It's time now." He's like, "This isn't easy for me, but all things must end." They start going for a test of strength, and these niggas are tripping. They're going blow for blow with each other. Bro, Baki does not look so good. Oh, Jack is sad because Yujiro still ignores him. Yujiro stops fighting and opens his arms. Now he's like Baki's punching bag. I swear Yujiro might actually be a devil. He hugs Baki and breaks his ribs and his internal organs. He looks at Baki and sees his injuries. Bro should have been a doctor instead. He ends up ending the fight because he knows if he keeps going, Baki will die. Even though Baki is battered and bruised, his fighting spirit remains unbroken. Did my nigga just cook imaginary food? I know I'm not tripping. These fools must be schizophrenic, right? Because Baki made Yujiro cook food, he says that Baki is the strongest in the world? What is happening? Did Yujiro really just give Baki his title? And Baki can't even hear that his dad just called him the strongest. Is this seriously how it ends? So that was the Baki vs Yujiro arc, and honestly, it was pretty good, but the ending was weird. Baki is not the strongest by a long shot. Yujiro is still him. But make sure to like and subscribe. I make videos almost weekly. And for all of you Baki fans out there, this isn't over yet. There's still more Baki to consume. I don't know what happens next in Baki, but I am here for it.